Welcome to my presentation on controlling. This controlling is about business control, how the management control the activities of the staff. Organizational control is a systematic way of controlling the activities in an organization to comply with strategic plans and achieve strategic goals. This is how Mr. Daft, in his book Management, 12th edition, that's how he explained what organizational control is about. And Mr. Rigber in 1934 thought no group of men is wise enough to control all the activities of all manifold business activities. Such a powerful statement in 1934. But global businesses exist now due to decentralization and other means and computer technologies. So Mr. Richberg now will be surprised as how global organizations are being controlled. This approach for controlling is structured, uniform, and organized to accomplish strategic goals. Using strategic plans, it could either be for businesses or for non-profit organizations. Effort must be put in place. Yes, effort has to be put in place to control the activities of the organization. Organizational structure theorists. I've chosen a couple to talk about. We have the feedback theory model, the balance scorecard, the hierarchy versus decentralized control method, open book management. That's the most common now. Everybody wants everybody to participate. Total quality management, benchmarking, budgeting control, financial statements. Managers need to have control of information required for performance standard, actual performance, controlling deviation from the standard, all aim at meeting strategic goals and attaining the vision of an organization. Employees are more likely to care about revenue and expenses if they have a stake in the profits. Feedback control method. This one you use your feedback from the different aspects of activity to control the outputs and the input corrections you want to make. So organization controls and measure accomplishment using quantitative financial measures. You use your finances to see how you are doing. But I personally think quantitative is okay, but quality should be involved. You produce cars in quantity, you have the numbers, you have the sales, but what of the quality? What of the customers' feedback? Then here you have established standards, set targets, measure performance, compare performance to standard, and make correction as needed. Then implement the feedback control system to monitor and fine-tune the production process. This is my attempt of a chart to show you how the feedback control model works. You have your established goals, you have the standard you want to obtain, then the performance, how does it compare with what you want to do, and then your corrective action sends back feedback to your standard. If you need to change things, you go back to the standard and go back over to the corrective action. And when the performance compare favorably, you do nothing. You just go back to the established goals, do nothing. If it does not compare favorably, you do some corrective action and then you go to your feedback. The balance scorecard. This is the one I like. These deals, all of them are good, but this one deals with managerial control of the markets. You get feedback from your market, your customers, your finance, and employees. A comprehensive managerial control of balancing the financial finances, financial measure, and operational measures, and organizational success factors. An organizational track customer service, financial performance, internal business processes, and learning and growth. This is the chart I have for that. Your goal and mission is the central focus. From there, you see what the finance feedback is, what your internal business process feedback is, and your customers. You check the records, you check the feedback. From there, are you learning and are you growing from it? The hierarchy and decentralized method of control. Here, in hierarchy, managers use rules, policies, reward systems, and written documentation to control and measure standard, performance, and correct deviation as needed. While your decentralized manager relies more on trust, believe that the middle managers will handle the control perfectly. They've all been trained, they all have shared beliefs, they have the traditions and cultural value to foster compliance with organizational goals. Mr. Daft, in his management book, also emphasized on this. We have the open book management control model, here normally used by decentralized organizational structure. Open book management controls allow employees to see the charts and also particulars of the financial situation of the organization. With open book management, the individual employee, the important part she plays or he or she plays in the organization is made known to the individual. Open book management. Everybody knows what is happening in the company, and they know the finances, they know the book, they know the all the things that is happening in the company. This reward, this theory reward workers for the organizational financial status, motivating the workers. So the workers are part of the system. When they see the output that the company is very profitable, they know they will be having some profit from it. I remember working in the airlines when there is no accident, when there is no aircraft damage, FODs, damage to the aircraft, we have some bonuses being shared to all the employees. So everybody was interested in the safety of the plane and personnel because you benefited if there were no money spent on personnel injury or on damage to the aircraft. I like that system, open book also. Then the total quality management. This deals with uh, managing quality control through continuous monitoring process, like your Boeing 787 Dreamliner battery problem. That gave a negative feedback to the company, but fortunately they've improved the situation by changing the type of battery. So monitoring the quality of product is very important. It gives you a competitive edge if your quality, you are known for good quality. So it improves competitive strategy through quality. Total quality management. Mr. Case J 1994. He said total quality management, yeah, team, yeah, empowerment, re-engineering. The old top-down chain of command style of management is out. Today's boss is supposed to walk around, involve the troops, and encourage participation. That's how people look at this. Everybody is involved. It's part of your decentralized uh, structure, organizational structure. Total quality management, part of it benchmarking. But now you're not just monitoring your own company, you're now comparing yourself with known leaders in the industry or with your competitors. You're continually monitoring your products, your performance and services against the competitors. Business is focused on customer satisfaction and profit making. So continuous monitoring is necessary. I have a reference there, Mira Biggie, 2015. You can have it. You know the link at the last slide. Budgeting control. This is what most of us use in our homes to control your finances. In the workplace, you use it to control. You have a budget, and then you make sure that the activities, the performances, all work towards the same goal of sticking to that budget. Budgeting control is one of the most used managerial control setting targets for organizations' expense. Making sure it matches with the budget and ways to adjust when it deviates from the budget. Decision could be top down or bottom up budgeting. In your home, sometimes the head of the family will decide, the budget. Sometimes the children will bring their ideas. So in the company, it could be top down or bottom up budgeting. It involves the expense budget, you stick to it, your revenue budget, what do you want to make from the company this year, this quarter, your cash budget, your capital budget, even your zero based budget with no capital input. What are you going to do for the company? How will you stick to that budget with no outside source of finance? So that is a very good one. Most people use that budget. You have a budget and you stick to that budget. Then the financial statement. This is also important, and also with the federal government involved in monitoring financial statements. So the organization use financial statement as a managerial control tool also. Your financial statement, you have your balance sheet, income statements, cash flow statements. These are you also have equity, but I don't want to use that here. I only use the balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement. This is used to analyze, the company situation. And we also use various ratios. Just that this PowerPoint is 10 minute long, I can't spend time talking about the different types of ratios in detail. Liquidity ratio, activity ratios, profitability ratios, leverage ratios. These different ratios let you know the stance how you are comparing, so it helps you to control the company, control the organization. When you use this financial statement, you know where you stand and where you should improve. So in conclusion, using this approach to controlling, these various approaches I've already mentioned, to control in controlling organization activities, will provide a competitive advantage. Yes, because you have a vision, you have goals, you have strategic plans, you have the workers, the markets, all in place. But now you have to make all of them work together for you to get what you want out of it. So if your control approach to control is effective, it is a competitive advantage for the company, keeping a business in the black. Like, I go back to the family. If you spend without thinking of what you are spending, you did not have any goals at the beginning of the month, or every paycheck you spend how you feel like spending, before you know it, you are in debt or you've run out of cash. But having control, having a budget, having feedback, it will help you be always in black. With all the control systems, the impact on human behavior must be taken into consideration. Yes, you want to save money, you want to make profits, but if the people in the organization are not happy also, what good is that? So an organization can be very profitable, but the employers unhappy, stress, and overwork. I got that from Magne Connolly in 2012. So human behavior should also be considered when doing all this controlling. Like a family, you want to save money, your children want things you don't want to buy for them. Everybody's miserable because they are trying to have profits, have leftover money. So we have to take the human beings also, their feelings, their behavior into consideration. Thank you for taking time to listen to this presentation. I hope you've seen why we need to control the activities of the organization.